guys, Vrinda here, and today I'm going to be making eggplant parmesan. So this recipe I've always wanted to try because like whenever I go to a restaurant or something, the eggplant parmesan always has eggs in it, or parmesan, which I don't eat either of those. So it's always been a struggle, so I was like, why not just recreate it at home? And it actually turned out really amazing. So if you want to check out a super good recipe that tastes pretty accurate, even though I've never had it, I feel like it's accurate. And it didn't take that long to make. Like the actual prep time wasn't a lot. The baking time and the waiting time was a while, but the actual prepping wasn't that bad. So if you want to check out this amazing Italian recipe, please keep watching. Hi guys, voiceover Vrinda here. So for this recipe, you're going to need some different kinds of spices, eggplant of course, panko breadcrumbs, flour, marinara sauce, a few other things. So the first thing I'm doing is just slicing my eggplant, and then I'm putting salt on them because this will allow for the excess water to come out. And so I went ahead and did that on all of them and flipped them over and did it as well. And then after that, I let it sit for 10 minutes, and I went ahead and put my breadcrumbs into a plate for when we will be coating the eggplant. And then I mixed my panko ones with Italian style breadcrumbs just to give it that nice Italian blend flavor with the spices. And I mixed that together. And then after that, for the next component of the dipping part, we're gonna put milk. First you put flour. This can be just all-purpose flour, just normal flour, and I put some salt and black pepper into it. You can also put other spices if you want. This just helps give the eggplant more flavor. Also put garlic powder and Italian seasoning. So this is totally optional, but I feel like once you do the coating, it helps with that. So I set that into one bowl and I set it aside. And you will need more flour than this. I was just putting that in there for to test it out. And then for the middle bowl, you will need milk, and you can use almond milk or unsweetened almond milk or something like that, but I use normal milk. And then you put 1 teaspoon of cornstarch into the milk and just mix it together. The cornstarch helps with the binding aspect of it, and it just makes it coat better in a way. So yeah, this is all the stuff you need for the coating aspect of the eggplant parmesan. So after the 10 minutes are up, I went ahead and just got a paper towel to get all the excess moisture off of the eggplants, because that's what the salt does essentially. Then to coat it, you first put it into the flour, then you dip it into the milk, and then into the breadcrumbs. It's as simple as that. You just keep repeating the process and try not to get your fingers too messy. You can use a fork to make it easier. I went ahead and put that on my baking tray, and I coated both sides of all of them, and then we put olive oil on top of it so that they can cook better. And that's pretty much it with the coating aspect, so it's pretty easy. And then all you do is bake it for around 10 to 15 minutes, just checking in occasionally to see when both sides have starting to get golden brown. You can flip it halfway if you feel like you need it. I would definitely check for this halfway through the baking time. I would check and see if one side is golden and the other side isn't, and to flip it accordingly, because that will help it cook all the way through. So this is us just putting olive oil on top of it just so it can have a nice golden brown coating on top. Now into the oven it goes. And we baked it at 410 degrees for around 10 to 15 minutes. And that's how they turned out. Looks pretty amazing, and honestly they were so amazing to just eat like that. So for the actual baking part for the eggplant parmesan, what I did was I greased my baking pan, and then I went ahead and got some marinara or pasta sauce, and I put that into the base of the pan and spread it around. I think it's especially great if you get garlic, basil, tomato sauce. That makes it so much better. Then I went ahead and put the eggplants on top. Then I put mozzarella and then I put more sauce. So essentially I'm layering them, and the layer goes like sauce, eggplant, mozzarella, sauce, eggplant, mozzarella. So that's the way I did it, but you can choose any way, and you can add like Italian seasoning in the middle if you want to. But yeah, so that's the way I did it, and it just turned out amazing with the layers. I ended up putting mozzarella on the very top because it will melt into this ooey gooey amazing. And then we just baked it again for around 10 minutes at like 360 degrees, and this is just to ensure that the sauce and the mozzarella cooks and it's all melty and stuff, so it's not like nothing serious that you have to bake. So I would recommend like 360 degrees and then just baking it for like 8 to 10 minutes. So that's how it turned out. It was so delicious. The eggplant was crunchy, which was amazing, and the sauce gave it like a nice tangy taste, and the mozzarella was creamy and soft, so it was delicious. And I paired it with some garlic knots that I had in the freezer, and yeah, we just ate it like that. You can add your favorite pasta or noodles to it, but we just ate it like that because we didn't have like a huge appetite that night. And this is the cheese melting, and it was amazing. So that was it, guys. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and comment down below your favorite Italian food, because oh my gosh, I could go on with Italian food forever. It's like my favorite, I think. It's amazing. So I want to know what your favorite is, and I could try to make that too. And if you don't mind, please subscribe. That would make my whole entire day. Well, that's it. Bye, guys.